offensive coordinators, they're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
7, Georgia State, 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for a crease, it's Brock. All the way out to the 38-yard line, it's a gain of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Billman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
A loss of 1 yard on the play. Now, a 4th down.
Ready, break.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Middle Tennessee, 7, Georgia State, 0.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Fires on the move. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Back to throw, it's Battiato. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've got the beef on the field. 3 tight end set, 3rd and goal from the 3. To the air, it's Vattiato. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Here's the give off the left side. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Middle Tennessee.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Vattiato. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wilkerson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was dreaming of getting a few more on that return, but they'll take it in business at the 32.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Back to pass, it's Battiato. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Wants to fire on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Willis.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock, so good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks, but, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
It's first down from the 11. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
At the 8-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Raiders!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Number 7, set to advance on the football.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over, 1st and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle, it's Tucker. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Middle Tennessee 14, Georgia State 0.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll throw on 3rd and short. They're trying to get to it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Williams. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Getting nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And they get the fumble back, but time is still dwindling away. They got to get it going. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking the deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home of the Minnesota Golden Gophers, as we get set for what ought to be a terrific battle. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to pass, it's Brosmer. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
He'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And it'll be down right there. First down for this offense. They'll try the run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. But a little time, lets it go. A strike downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after that completion. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Wide out in motion. Dropping back, it's Criswell. Deep throw off his back foot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And the Tar Heels looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the 1st down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. To throw, it's Criswell. It's complete on the right side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Moving away from pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. I can't think of anything that frustrates an offensive coordinator more than holding the ball a long time and having no points to show for it, David.
And Reese, 1st downs, yards, that's not even what they look at anymore. Yards don't really matter. You got to execute those critical areas on the field and get points on the board.
Yeah, it was mental errors on that last drive, too, that led to negative plays. They got to get those things erased.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Into the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Dances away from the heat. Finds a man on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll give it to the back. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
All right, QB, I got to trust you, man. You already threw one pick. Now that one probably should have picked. You got to give me a reason to feel confident I can drop back and let you throw the football again, or else this leash maybe gets a little bit short. Maybe we start warming up the righty in the bullpen.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air, it's Criswell. Got his man in the middle. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got an open man. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
And an empty backfield here on second and short. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Skips away from pressure. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
Gophers will take over. First and 10.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
29 Philly.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, North Carolina 15, Minnesota.
The Golden Gophers will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
The quick out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Feeling some heat. Quarterback on the move, still looking. I don't think when the quarterback called out the Mike backer that he knew that the Mike backer was going to come calling on him quite so quickly.
Nah, it was good timing, right? Like, you don't want to show it too soon to the offensive line.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
To the air, it's Criswell. Got his man on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. On second down, wants to throw it. And they got him for the sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing and going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Fires to the big fella. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Incomplete, and the defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense, and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, North Carolina 15, Minnesota 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wants to throw. It's Brosmer. Working that left side now. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Trying to get to him. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's loose. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That's how you earn your first down the hard way. Really good job by the QB dropping back to pass, scrambling, getting the first down, but taking a big shot at the end.
Looking to go up top on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away. Now he's looking into the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's such a hard time. You know the clock's ticking. You know you're down. You got to force the ball down the field. But guess what? So does the defense. They knew the vertical routes were coming. They broke on the football, and that does not look good for this ball game.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. They'll run if they want to take their time here. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Quick strike complete.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Makes the grab. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Back to throw, it's Criswell. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
23, Minnesota, 0.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Taylor. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.